What I'm about to talk to you guys today is something that has hit everyone at some point or another. You've experienced this ever since you were little kids. It hits people differently, some worse than others. Stress is inevitable. Like I said, everyone experiences it, but the problem is most people don't know how to manage it. This affects literally tons of people. And that is why I'm confident to say that most of my audience will be able to relate to this topic because in the next couple or several years, my audience will be attending college themselves. In which case, they'll be faced with immense amounts of stress, more than they've ever been exposed to in their lives. My name is Jesse Mines. Through the past couple of weeks, I've done some extensive research and some self-tested remedies. And I'm confident to bring you some solutions that can help you minimize and reduce your stress. Without further ado, let's dive into some statistics so we can get a better idea of how many people are generally affected by stress at the college level. According to stress.org, under anxiety in college students, in 2017, out of 18 million students enrolled in college, 3 out of 4 of them have experienced a sense of anxiety. Now let's stop right there for a moment. The importance of my speech is now magnified because out of 18 million students, 3 out of 4, or 75% of them, have experienced a sense of stress or anxiety. CollegeParents.org says that given multiple sources of distress, people will feel overwhelmed by all of them at some point. When you mix academics, homesickness, a new culture, or other aspects of social life, this can all prove to be a little bit too much for some people. Now, if stress is not dealt with appropriately, it can have some dire consequences, and in some instances, fatal. According to an article from harvard.edu, out of 67,000 students across various institutions, 1 in 4 of them were reported treated for a mental disorder, while 1 in 5 thought about suicide. About 20% reported a type of self-harm. Now, among those students, transgender and LGBT students were reported having the higher rates of these attempted suicides or these attempted self-harm, self-injuries. Now, let's take a look at some causes for a moment. There are literally thousands of different ways that can cause you stress in your daily life. Everything from the smallest thing can cause you at least a little bit of stress. Now, I'm not here to talk about all of them, obviously, but I'm here to break down a couple of them. One of them could be viewed as a lack of load management, especially for college students. When you arrive at college, you're faced with all these different new things. You gotta balance your grades, you gotta balance your job, you're looking to make new friends, and it can all prove to be a little bit too much for some students. According to stress.org, students also have to manage heavy loads of coursework, in addition to participating in extracurricular activities and part-time jobs. Students also have to cope with career-based and educational goals. With that said, another burden that they might have to face in college, amongst all those that I just mentioned, is that of a financial burden. According to learnpsychology.org, under financial stress in college, you may also have to be on your own financially. Everything from rent and food to gas and entertainment. This is all now the kids' new responsibilities financially. It's all on them. Now, let's be honest. The reason why you're here is to hear my solutions for stress. Now, let me put out on the record for saying that no one solution will work for everyone, all right? You're going to have to be creative. You're going to have to test your own methods to find what works best for you. And let me be on the record for saying that you're not going to diminish your stress completely, all right? We're just working to minimize it and reduce it as much as possible. With that said, there are tons of different methods to help reduce your stress. Again, I'm not going to go through all of them, but here are a couple that I find beneficial and that you might too. All right? One of the things that I find very beneficial is exercise, and that falls under the category of a mental relaxation. Mental relaxation is key because I think it's so important that you just take a moment, like an hour or two a day, every day, to just relax and throw away all the outside noise. Just cancel it all out. All your responsibilities that you have going on in your reality, just cancel them out and take an hour or two a day to treat yourself. For me, that's exercising. For you, that might be yoga, reading a book, or taking a hike in nature. Nature has been tested, proven an effective method to help reduce stress. According to an article from heart.org, spending time in nature can help relieve stress and anxiety, improve and boost mood and feelings of happiness and well-being. Another method of reducing your stress is eating a balanced diet. You'll be amazed the wonders that how eating a healthy diet can help benefit your mood and your feelings of well-being while also reducing your stress. According to a UCLA article on the effects of nutrition and health, proper diet can counterbalance the impact of stress and strengthening immune system while stabilizing moods and reducing your blood pressure. All wins in my case. So, there are a couple solutions. There are literally tons of them. You're going to have to find out what works best for you. Now let's review. Alright, so I've talked about some stress in college that comes with the statistics and various ways to minimize it. So, obviously stress can be a very serious situation if it's not dealt with appropriately. But let me be honest, guys, the only person that can solve your problems is you. Not me, it's you. Alright? You have to be willing to take the actions to help reduce your stress. Alright? Whether that be reading a book, or doing yoga, or exercising, or like I said, taking a walk in nature. Do whatever you have to do to treat yourself. You will find it makes a world of difference, alright? Let's be honest, everyone's life is chaotic. Stress is a part of that, naturally, alright? But by taking the necessary steps to reduce the stress, you'll be able to retake control of your life as opposed to the stress taking control of your life. Alright, thanks for listening in. My name is Jesse Mines. Goodbye.